However, young people are not the only ones fuming at government policy, and numerous renowned French generals have now joined the chorus of disapproval.
Dissatisfaction with François Hollande's government has led to a string of scandals involving French generals. Their qualms with the country's leadership range from the handling of the refugee crisis to the president's leadership skills. Christian Picmal, a former Foreign Legion commander who was awarded the Legion of Honor, France's highest military decoration, in 1996, and the National Order of Merit in 1999, is among them. He was arrested in Calais last February for allegedly co-organising an illegal far-right Pegida anti-Islamization rally, where he also protested against Hollande's handling of the refugee crisis. His arrest caused an outcry for sympathetic members of the French public.
We're here to defend General Picmal, who was detained as a felon, but who is a respectable man. And they treat crooks with more respect than him. That's why we're here.
General Picmal was brutally arrested, hit and dragged to the ground. This man served France. The government and police should be ashamed they acted like that.
It's lawlessness, and for what reason? General Picmal defended France.
The case of the general's arrest also prompted another equally highly decorated former general, Didier Touzan, to speak out in his defence. General Touzan has been a vocal critic of French government policy for decades now. However, incensed by what he sees as a drastic failure by the current leadership to tackle security threats, he is planning to run for presidency in 2017. We caught up with Touzan and asked him what his thoughts were on the situation.
A soldier is not at the service of a government. He is at the service of France. It is his duty to step up and say, we're running into a wall. We have to change direction, to do something. A French officer is not usually a rebel, but he is in charge of France, beyond the political parties. This is why today so many officers are stepping up.
A further part of this growing trend of military dissatisfaction, General Bertrand Soubelet caused a stir after he condemned the inadequacy of France's gendarmerie police force during a speech at the National Assembly 3 years ago.
Pour ce qui concerne les étrangers,
regarding foreigners, I'll give you one example. I was in a department and I had contact with our investigators, and they said to me that the directives they received read, if you arrest a minor of foreign origin, you can release them at once, because we don't have the means to conduct a complete investigation, since we need an interpreter, and we can't pay for an interpreter.
He was fired from his position shortly afterwards, but went on to write a successful book on problems facing the French state security. Whilst many among the French public do not agree with the political stances of these generals, it is never good when your military seemingly starts to turn against you. These must be troubling times for President François Hollande.